My name is Ryan. I'm the Managing Director of Universal Music Publishing South Africa. I started off as a musician. I played piano, I composed, and I had no idea what I was going to do with my life until suddenly this thing called music publishing suddenly hit me in the face, took me by surprise, and here I am. I guess 20 years later. So it seems like the system is designed to keep composers confused, as well as artists and anybody looking in from the outside. And music publishing can be accused of hiding secrets behind, in the background of the industry. And in many ways, it can be a little bit complicated. The funny thing is, if you're a lawyer, if you're looking to study law, if you're in accounting, you're looking to do more for an accounting firm, actually it would be quite easy for you, for example, with accounting, to study royalties, or if you're a lawyer, to understand music publishing contracts. And therefore, if you've thought about these as careers, it may be really worth thinking about the music publishing industry, because we need these skills in the industry. There are some basic things though that are really worth looking into and trying to understand, and that is copyright. And it seems like a weird thing in the beginning. If you're a composer or a producer of beats, just think about it like when you're writing a song or lyrics or producing a beat, it's like a little piece of you that you put out there, and then you breathe life into this thing, and then you send it out to share it, to get used, to get listened to get loved or even hated. And whenever that's used or listened to or loved or hated or consumed in any way, there's money that's paid, and that's the royalty through licensing. As if you've hopefully been hearing all of the episodes that we've been putting on air for you guys, you would understand that that's the process by which royalties then flow back to the composer, so you can make something out of your compositions. For me, this was one of the big eye-openers when I first joined the industry. Was there's this whole background thing of earning money in different ways that you never would have imagined, apart from just performing your art or being a DJ. Your music can have a life beyond you, and that is copyright. What surprised me when I stepped into this industry? It's hard work. I was expecting to chill a lot more than I did. It's spreadsheets, it's learning the basics of communicating on email. Like, professional business skills are not like what you learn at university or school. If you haven't been to either of those things, just normal life. You have to learn how to communicate in a corporate sense, like a company would expect you to. I remember for the first 10 years, it was really just a lot of spreadsheets, a lot of work. I built cupboards in the office. I brought coffee for people who were visiting. And this is an appeal to all the musicians and the composers out there. You can still do something in business and be part of enriching other composers and artists' lives by what you're doing. And that is the most rewarding thing, regardless of what your speciality is or what your aspirations are in the business world. It's a really special place to be in the music industry, because there's nothing like servicing creative talent. When you don't know about something, it's really scary, you fear it, and you have this picture of it that is virtually completely incorrect. Like the music industry is this big machine out there that is well oiled and just churns artists in and out. Speak to people. Don't be afraid of asking, because you might look a little bit silly, but actually at the end of the day, what you really find is people that are already in the industry love to tell their stories, love to give advice. And all it takes is you walking up to them and saying, I really don't understand this, or I really am struggling with that, or I want to be this. And you'll be surprised at what people will tell you, and you learn from that. So you'd like to get more involved in the music industry, perhaps in music publishing, and you're wondering, what does it take? What are my first steps? Well, unfortunately, it is hard because there's not a lot of great information out there, especially about music publishing in South Africa and music publishing in Africa. But there are a lot of people who can help. And it is worth reaching out to people that you might know or be connected with in the industry. And I want to also implore you to believe in yourself as somebody who might be interested in any kind of business pursuit, even if you design websites, if you code, if you're in gaming, whatever it might be. You'd be surprised that there's a place for you in the music industry. And if you follow a lot of what's going on online, in the blogs, in music journal sites, there are plenty of them, you'll see what's currently happening out there. So if you're interested in production music, there might be studios that would take you on and say, well, take on this project, try and compose this piece to this film scene. And you can take it from there. We feel very privileged to have been able to present these sessions to you on music publishing. We know there's not a lot of information out there, and we hope they've been really useful. Music publishing is all about composers and songwriters. And I would like to just say a couple of words to the songwriters out there, the composers out there who are looking for a career in the industry. Remember that in the beginning, you're going to hear a lot of noise, a lot of people who are going to tell you stuff. They might be friends, they might be family, they might be people who are really good at law or really good at finance but don't know the music industry. They might be other artists or composers. And you can't be expected to know everything. But just remember, when somebody tells you something, offers you money, gives a contract to you to just sign, think to yourself, do I know what this really means? Do I know what this money is for? Do I understand the rights that this money is a consideration of? And if you don't, try and find somebody who might be able to guide you through that and say, this is exactly what this contract means for you in 3 or 5 or 10 years. And think to yourself, where do I want to be in 3, 5, 10 years, even 20 years? And is this contract a part of that? Or is this decision that I've been asked to make that affects my career, is it the right one for me? And yeah, it's tough. So always try and get advice from somebody who might know a little bit more than you might know, and be humble enough to do that. Good luck out there.